Welcome back to Wretched. How do your thoughts about God affect all this stuff?
We can never truly worship a God that we can completely figure out. It puts a sense of awe and amazement and astonishment to our worship that God is beyond us. He is way beyond us. He is infinite. It drives us to our knees. It causes us to look up in wonder and amazement that He has made Himself known to us.
God is completely awesome. How does that thought affect, for instance, your praise? I understand cultural differences. I get that. There's a difference in the way that people in Africa, in a poor village, are going to worship compared to the people, say, at the Westminster Cathedral. I get cultural differences. But does the awesomeness of God, understanding the spirituality of God, inform your praise? Is it as lofty as it can be? Is it as high as it can possibly be? Or is it just very, very low and casual? Having said that, we don't want to forget about something else about God, and that is His immanence. He is close to us. He does forgive. He does care. And so that also will inform our worship. That will inform our praise. But my question is, does the awesomeness of God inform your praise? If somebody walked into your church, not just the worship time, but the entire service, they were from the planet Mars, and they didn't know anything about your ways here on planet Earth, and they watched your church service, what would they conclude about your deity? Would they say, well, they're doing something different here. I look at the culture, and it seems that inside of this building, it's otherly. It's not the same as the rest of the planet. They must be doing something unique and special here. When they hear the prayers, when they hear the reading of the Word, if you still do that, when they see what's going on before the service, immediately after the service, would a Martian go, they worship a high and holy and different and otherly and spiritual being? Or would they conclude, well, I don't have a very high opinion of their God? How does your thinking about God inform your praise, inform your church service? How's about this? How does it inform your parenting, to pick another P word? Todd, they're all P words. When you talk to your kids about their behavior, do you fall into the trap that I am constantly falling into? Hey, if you don't do this, you won't get that. You won't get a good job. You've got to get to this school. Make sure you get your ACTs really high. Make sure you study math because you got to get that category up. Make sure that you dress well. Make sure that you comb your hair so that you look good, so that the teeth. All of those thoughts go into my communication with my children. But what if I'm thinking about the highness and the holiness of God? Might it change my parenting? Might I talk to them about their behavior and going to that party on Saturday night and be informed and have a different communication with them instead of simply warning about, well, don't get into a car with anybody. You could die in an accident. Don't sin. Don't forget when you're at this party. The eyes of God are on you. He's spirit, but He's watching you. Don't forget that our God is a consuming fire. My thinking about God could change the way I parent. What about my pleasures? The stuff that I watch on TV, the movies that I attend. You want to go see that? Everybody goes to it. Just chill, would you? Hold on. Am I thinking high and holy thoughts about God in that moment? Am I thinking the God who made the eye will see me buying that ticket, will see me watching a movie that's littered with blasphemy? Does my thinking about God inform my personality, my sanctification, how I treat other people, how I deal with coworkers, how I talk, how I speak, how I think? If it does not, then my challenge and encouragement to you is to reconsider your thinking about God. Study His Word, see Him revealed there, especially in the person of Jesus Christ, and that will change your thinking, and that will change all of your P words.